Imagine waking up one day and realizing that money no longer stresses you. You're not constantly worried about bills, debt, or whether you're making the right financial decisions. Instead, you feel in control, confident, investment, and even excited about your financial future. That sense of freedom doesn't come from luck. It comes from cultivating the right habits and mindset around money. Building a strong money mindset is not about how much you earn. It's about how you think, act, and plan with the money you already have. Small, consistent actions compound over time, transforming your financial life in ways you might have thought were impossible. In this speech, Investment, we're going to explore 7 essential habits that can rewire your thinking about money, set you on a path toward financial freedom, and help you make smarter decisions every day. These habits are practical, actionable, and grounded in the reality of how wealth is built in the real world, not theory. By the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to start thinking like someone who grows their money instead of letting money control them. Let's dive in. Tracking every dollar you earn and spend is the single most powerful habit you can develop to build a strong money mindset. Most people think they understand their finances, but the truth is, very few actually know where their money goes each month. Without this knowledge, it's easy to overspend, make poor financial decisions, and feel out of control with money. Tracking your money is about more than just jotting down numbers. It's about creating awareness and building a mindset that prioritizes financial clarity and intentionality. The first step is to record every source of income. This may sound simple, but many people underestimate the importance of knowing exactly how much money comes in. Whether it's a salary, freelance work, side hustles, or investment income, writing it down ensures that you have a complete picture of your financial inflow. Once you know your income, you can make informed decisions about how much to save, spend, and invest. Tracking income also helps you identify opportunities to increase it. Perhaps there's a side project or investment that could provide more consistent earnings, or maybe you discover that certain sources are irregular and need to be supplemented. Next, you need to track every single expense, no matter how small. Coffee, subscriptions, impulse purchases, dining out. These may seem insignificant individually, but collectively they can derail your financial goals. By categorizing expenses, you start to see patterns where you're overspending, where you can cut back, and where your money is working for you versus against you. This is not just about restriction, it's about awareness. Many people spend without realizing the habits they've formed, and tracking expenses shines a light on these patterns so you can consciously change them. One practical way to do this is by using a budgeting app or spreadsheet that updates in real time. Digital tools make it easy to log expenses immediately, categorize them, and analyze trends over time. The goal is to make this tracking automatic, so it becomes a natural part of your daily routine. Consistency is key. Logging every expense daily, even the small ones, reinforces the habit and prevents money from slipping through your fingers unnoticed. It also provides a sense of control and peace of mind because you always know where you stand financially. Tracking your money also encourages accountability. When you see your spending laid out in front of you, and it's harder to justify unnecessary purchases, it becomes clear what is truly necessary and what is discretionary. This visibility empowers you to make intentional decisions. Over time, Investment, you start to recognize patterns in your behavior. Perhaps you spend more when stressed, bored, or socializing, and this insight allows you to make changes that align with your financial goals. You move from reactive spending to proactive planning. Another benefit of tracking is the ability to plan for bigger financial goals. Saving for a house, investing in the stock market, investment, or building an emergency fund requires more than just hope. It requires strategy. When you know exactly how much you're earning and spending, you can allocate specific amounts toward these goals consistently. Tracking provides a roadmap, turning vague intentions like, I want to save more, into concrete, actionable steps. You can set realistic targets, measure progress, and adjust your strategy as needed. Finally, this habit lays the foundation for a mindset shift. Money is no longer a mysterious force that disappears, leaving stress in its wake. Instead, it becomes a tool you understand and control. Every dollar tracked reinforces the idea that your financial life is manageable and that your decisions have direct consequences. This mindset doesn't just improve your finances, it changes the way you approach life, fostering discipline, patience, and long-term thinking. In essence, tracking every dollar is not about restriction or deprivation. It's about clarity, control, and empowerment. It transforms abstract financial concepts into tangible actions, helping you see where you can cut waste, optimize spending, and grow your wealth. The habit of tracking your income and expenses daily sets the stage for every other habit that builds a strong money mindset. It turns awareness into action and action into results. By committing to this practice, you're taking the first and most critical step toward financial freedom, discipline, and a mindset that sees opportunity rather than limitation in every dollar you earn and spend. Prioritizing saving before spending is one of the most transformative habits you can adopt to build a strong money mindset. It sounds simple in theory. Set aside money first and spend what's left. But in practice, most people do the exact opposite. They spend first and hope there's something left to save. This approach is the reason why so many people feel trapped in a cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, struggling with unexpected expenses, and never achieving long-term financial goals. By flipping this mindset and making saving a non-negotiable priority, you take control of your finances and develop the discipline required to grow wealth consistently. The principle is often called paying yourself first. The idea is straightforward. As soon as you receive income, you immediately allocate a specific portion towards savings or investments before anything else. This could be 10%, 20%, or more, depending on your financial situation and goals. The key is consistency. Even if it's a small amount, treating savings as an essential expense, just like rent or utilities, creates a powerful habit that compounds over time. The act of prioritizing saving over spending trains your mind to value long-term security over short-term gratification, which is the hallmark of a strong money mindset. One of the reasons this habit is so effective is psychological. Human beings are wired to prioritize immediate pleasure. We see something we want, and the instinct is to buy it now rather than wait. By automating your savings, you remove the decision-making process from your daily life and prevent impulsive spending from sabotaging your goals. Setting up automatic transfers to a savings account, investment platform, or retirement fund ensures that your money is working for you from the moment it enters your account. You don't have to rely on willpower alone. Your system enforces the habit. This approach also forces you to live within your means. Once a portion of your income is allocated to savings first, you naturally adjust your spending to fit the remainder. This encourages budgeting, mindful consumption, and a deeper understanding of what is truly necessary versus what is discretionary. Over time, this creates a sense of financial discipline that extends beyond money. It trains patience, planning, and delayed gratification, skills that are valuable in every area of life. People who prioritize saving before spending often find that they not only accumulate wealth, but also experience less stress, make better choices, investment, and feel more in control of their future. Moreover, paying yourself first unlocks the power of compounding. Every dollar saved or invested early grows over time, multiplying your financial progress in ways that can feel almost exponential. Investment, even small amounts, can grow into significant sums when given enough time, especially when invested wisely. The earlier and more consistently you save, the more leverage you have to benefit from compounding investment. This principle is what separates those who merely earn a living from those who build lasting financial security. It's not about how much you make, but how smartly you allocate what you already have. Another important aspect of this habit is goal orientation. Saving becomes more than a routine, it becomes intentional. Whether your goal is building an emergency fund, purchasing property, funding a business, or preparing for retirement, allocating money first helps you move toward it consistently. Each contribution reinforces your commitment and provides motivation to maintain financial discipline. By seeing your savings grow, you reinforce a positive feedback loop that encourages continued action. This visual progress is incredibly motivating, transforming saving from a chore into a habit you take pride in. Finally, prioritizing saving before spending fosters a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. Many people struggle financially because they focus on what they can't afford or dwell on limitations. By consistently saving, you build a buffer that provides confidence and security. This buffer not only protects you from unexpected expenses, but also allows you to take calculated risks, invest strategically, and seize opportunities without fear. Over time, investment. This habit cultivates a mindset that money is a tool for growth and freedom, rather than a source of stress or limitation. In essence, saving before spending is not just a financial habit, it's a mindset shift. It's about valuing your future self, exercising discipline, and creating a system that supports long-term wealth rather than short-term indulgence. By paying yourself first, you take control of your finances, harness the power of compounding, and develop the mental framework needed to make smarter financial decisions consistently. This habit lays the groundwork for every other money-building strategy, turning disciplined saving into freedom, security, and the confidence to grow your wealth intentionally and sustainably. Continuously educating yourself about money is one of the most powerful habits you can develop to build a strong money mindset. Many people focus solely on earning, spending, and saving without ever taking the time to truly understand how money works. This lack of financial education often leads to mistakes, missed opportunities, and a reactive approach to money rather than a proactive one. By committing to ongoing learning, you equip yourself with the tools, knowledge, and confidence necessary to make smarter financial decisions and take control of your financial future. Financial education begins with understanding the basics of personal finance, income, expenses, budgeting, and debt management. Many people overlook these fundamentals, assuming they can figure it out as they go. But the reality is that a lack of foundational knowledge can lead to costly errors. By investing time in learning how to manage money effectively, you gain clarity on how to allocate resources, avoid unnecessary fees or interest, investment, and optimize cash flow. Understanding these core principles creates a strong foundation that allows you to make more sophisticated financial decisions later on. Beyond the basics, educating yourself also involves learning about investing and wealth building strategies. Stocks, real estate bonds, and other investment vehicles can seem complicated and intimidating at first, but knowledge reduces fear and increases confidence. By studying market trends, analyzing different investment options, and learning from credible sources, you can make informed choices that align with your risk tolerance and long-term goals. Education transforms investing from a gamble into a calculated strategy, allowing you to grow your wealth strategically rather than leaving it to chance. Reading books, following reputable financial news, attending workshops, and listening to experts are all ways to continuously expand your financial knowledge. Each source provides different perspectives, insights, and strategies, helping you see money from multiple angles. The key is consistency. Dedicating even a small amount of time daily or weekly to learning about finances compounds over time, much like money itself. What may seem like a minor effort initially can lead to significant growth in your understanding and ability to make sound financial decisions over the long term. Education also teaches you to recognize opportunities and avoid pitfalls. Many people miss chances to grow their wealth because they don't know what to look for or lack the confidence to act. Similarly, ignorance can lead to costly mistakes, such as falling for scams, taking on unsustainable debt, meds, or making impulsive investments. By continuously learning, you sharpen your ability to evaluate risks and rewards, giving you an edge in navigating the financial world. This mindset shift, from reacting to situations to proactively seeking opportunities, sets financially educated individuals apart from those who rely solely on luck or intuition. Moreover, when financial education fosters critical thinking and self-reliance. Instead of blindly following advice or trends, you learn to analyze, question, and make decisions based on your understanding and goals. This habit reduces reliance on external opinions and gives you confidence in your ability to manage your money effectively. It also encourages a long-term perspective, helping you resist the temptation of instant gratification and focus on strategies that build wealth steadily and sustainably over time. Another essential aspect of continuous financial education is understanding the psychological side of money. Emotions play a significant role in financial decisions, often leading to impulsive spending, panic selling, or risk aversion. Learning about behavioral finance, the psychology of investing, investment, and cognitive biases equips you to recognize these patterns in yourself and others. This awareness allows you to make rational decisions even in high-pressure situations, maintaining discipline and staying aligned with your financial goals. Knowledge about the mental and emotional aspects of money is just as important as understanding the numbers. Finally, building a money mindset through education requires applying what you learn consistently. Knowledge alone isn't enough. It must translate into action. Tracking your progress, adjusting strategies, experimenting with new approaches, and learning from both successes and failures are critical to turning education into results. Each decision you make with informed intent reinforces the habit of thinking strategically about money, gradually transforming your mindset from reactive to proactive, from short-term to long-term, and from uncertain to confident. In essence, continuously educating yourself about money is not just about acquiring information. It's about cultivating a mindset that seeks growth, clarity, and mastery. It empowers you to make informed decisions, recognize opportunities, avoid mistakes, and act with confidence. By committing to ongoing learning, you transform your approach to money from guesswork into strategy, building a foundation that supports every other habit necessary for financial success. Over time, this habit doesn't just improve your finances, it rewires the way you think, helping you approach every decision with the mindset of someone who understands values and grows their wealth intelligently. Surrounding yourself with financially minded people is one of the most underrated but powerful habits for building a strong money mindset. Most people underestimate the influence of their environment on their financial behavior. The truth is, the people you spend the most time with, friends, family, colleagues, and even social media connections, play a significant role in shaping your habits, beliefs, and attitudes toward money. If the people around you think short-term, spend impulsively, or avoid financial responsibility, it's incredibly difficult to develop disciplined money habits. On the other hand, if you intentionally surround yourself with individuals who value financial growth, savings, and smart investing, You create a supportive environment that encourages you to adopt the same behaviors and mindset. One of the key reasons this habit works is accountability. When you're around people who take their finances seriously, investment, you're more likely to be held to a higher standard yourself. For example, friends who regularly discuss investment opportunities, budgeting strategies, or long-term wealth goals inspire you to examine your own financial habits and make improvements. They may challenge you to stick to your saving plan, avoid unnecessary debt, or consider smarter ways to grow your income. Accountability doesn't have to be formal. Simply observing the habits and attitudes of those around you subtly encourages you to elevate your own standards. Being around financially minded people also exposes you to ideas and opportunities you might never encounter on your own. Networking with individuals who are actively building wealth allows you to learn from their experiences, mistakes, and successes. Whether it's discovering a promising investment, learning about a new side hustle, or gaining insight into financial strategies, these connections broaden your perspective and expand your options. Investment. The more you engage with people who think strategically about money, the more you internalize their mindset and approach, which accelerates your own financial growth. Moreover, surrounding yourself with like-minded people reduces the pressure to conform to unhealthy financial behaviors. Many people feel compelled to keep up with friends or colleagues who spend recklessly or define success by material possessions. This lifestyle inflation can derail even the most disciplined saver. When your circle values financial responsibility over consumerism, you're less likely to succumb to social pressures and more likely to focus on your own long-term goals. It's easier to make smart choices when you're supported by people who respect and practice similar principles. Another crucial aspect of this habit is motivation. Building wealth is often a slow and disciplined process, investment, and it can be challenging to stay committed when progress feels slow. Being around people who are actively pursuing their financial goals provides inspiration and reassurance that consistent effort pays off. Their dedication reinforces the belief that wealth is attainable, not just an abstract idea or a lucky accident. Motivation, combined with actionable knowledge and accountability, creates a powerful ecosystem that nurtures your money mindset. It's also important to consider the mindset and emotional approach of the people you surround yourself with. Financially minded individuals tend to focus on abundance rather than scarcity. They see money as a tool for growth, opportunity, investment, and freedom rather than as a source of stress or limitation. Being immersed in this perspective shifts your own thinking, helping you approach money strategically and confidently. Over time, exposure to this mindset rewires your beliefs, making it easier to adopt habits that align with long-term financial success. This habit extends beyond just personal connections. Financially minded communities, whether online or in person, can provide similar benefits. Joining forums, mastermind groups, or social media communities focused on investing, entrepreneurship, or personal finance exposes you to collective knowledge and real-world experiences. Engaging in these communities encourages dialogue, learning, and accountability, all of which reinforce your money mindset. The key is intentionality. Seek out environments where financial growth is a shared priority and avoid spaces where negative or careless money habits dominate. Finally, surrounding yourself with financially minded people helps normalize wealth building behaviors. Saving, investing, budgeting, and pursuing multiple income streams may feel unnatural if the people around you don't value them. Investment. By choosing to spend time with those who practice these habits, you make financial responsibility feel normal, attainable, and even enjoyable. This normalization reduces friction in adopting new habits and accelerates the development of a proactive money mindset. Over time, the cumulative effect of exposure, accountability, motivation, and learning transforms the way you think about money and empowers you to make decisions that consistently grow your wealth. In essence, the people around you are mirrors and guides for your financial behavior. Investment. Surrounding yourself with financially minded individuals amplifies your ability to adopt disciplined habits, make smarter decisions, and maintain long-term focus. This habit reinforces every other aspect of a strong money mindset, from tracking your dollars and prioritizing saving to continuous learning and disciplined investing. By intentionally curating your circle and seeking environments that support financial growth, you create a powerful ecosystem that nurtures your mindset, motivates action, and ultimately accelerates your journey toward financial freedom.